What's going on, everybody? My name is Elijah, and it's been one of those weeks. You ever have one of those projects where you take a look at it and you go, I've got this. This is so easy. Anybody can do this, but I definitely can. You plan it all out, you buy your materials, you sit down to get started, and right off the bat, there's a mistake. You might shrug it off and go, I've still got this. But you don't. Maybe it's a lack of experience, maybe it's just unbridled optimism, but step after step, there's more mistakes. You end up chasing problems until the entire project is done. That's what happened this week with this light. Last week, I came across a handful of videos on YouTube of other people making their own versions of the Nanoleaf lights. I watched them, I thought it looked easy, at least easy enough for me to do in a day or two. I wanted to make my own version a little bit different, to stand out amongst the other videos. One of the big differences I thought of is that in all the videos I saw, these people were building their designs and running the LED strips through the whole thing with no cuts, no breaks. That works great, but you're stuck with the layout that you first choose. I wanted each of my hexagons to be completely separate and able to be arranged however I wanted. That way, it would be a little bit closer to the real Nanoleaf. I did accomplish that, although I'm not entirely sure that it was worth it. I had to make over 100 wire splices to make the adapters for this to work. By the end, I wound up with sore fingertips and the realization that I'm probably not going to change the layout anyways. Other issues I found myself running into that only compounded my frustration with this project were failed glue joints. From the start, my hexagons kept falling apart, and my diffuser screens kept popping off. That's why I added the walnut trim on the top, to sort of sandwich the screens and reinforce the base. I do recognize, though, that these issues were entirely due to my own impatience and rushing of the work. I think that I'm fairly realistic about myself and my skill level. I know I'm a goofy, ridiculous person, and I know I'm far from the great maker or builder that I want to be. I've got a lot to learn, and need a lot more discipline if I'm to get there. But even still, I know what I'm capable of, and not meeting the mark of the expectations I set for myself just hurts. I've been wanting to make a video like this for a while now. At least, the idea of being somewhat beaten by a project. It's something that can happen no matter how simple to build. This is something that I fight with often because that sort of frustration can absolutely kill any confidence that you have in your work. And an issue I have with a lot of YouTube channels is that they never show that happening. Now I know this thing doesn't look so bad, or at least, I don't think so. Ultimately, I have a light that will do exactly what I want it to. Illuminate and give background character. I'm not trying to make a woe is me video, but no matter how fine this thing looks in the end, just knowing what issues I ran into throughout the project still makes it feel like a fail for me. A better YouTuber might not acknowledge any of this, and maybe there's a reason for that I haven't learned yet. But it feels disingenuous to tell a story about a project without at least talking about the pitfalls. I really liked my last video. I felt like it was the first video I've made that, 1, gave a little bit of insight into myself, and 2, had heart. I'm hoping that I can capture that same feeling with this video. I've really been enjoying making these, and I feel like each one gets a little bit better as I learn exactly what it is that I want them to look like. Alright, I think I captured everything that I want to talk about. If you can relate with any of the stuff that I've talked about, drop a comment and let me know about it. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.